Mercedes has left out the V8 from the flagship AMG C-Class, but in its place is a turbocharged four-cylinder engine with Formula One technology, all-wheel drive and a plug-in hybrid system totaling 500 kilowatts. 2023 Mercedes-AMG C63 S E performance revealed in Australia in mid-2023. Total output 500 kilowatts/1020 newton meters, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.4 seconds, 4 WD. The world's most powerful four-cylinder engine, with an electric turbocharger derived from F1. Pluggable hybrid system with 150 kilowatts electric motor, 2-speed rear transmission. The car has an empty weight of 2.1 tons, an increase of 300 kilograms compared to the V8 C63 S engine. Mercedes-AMG killed off the V8 in its C-Class sedan champion, and replaced it with a 2023 Mercedes-AMG C63 S E performance, powered by a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine, F1 turbo technology, and an electric motor. The new C63 is the first AMG C-Class to top a range in nearly 20 years, since 2004, without a V8, but it's also the most powerful, with a combination of four cylinders, turbocharging and hybrid technology for a total of 500 kilowatts and 1020 newton meters. With standard all-wheel drive, the 0 to 100 km per hour performance claim is 3.4 seconds to 0.6 seconds faster than the rear-wheel drive V8 model, and a top speed of 280 km per hour. Formula One genes are scattered throughout the battery pack, co-designed with the Mercedes-AMG F1 team's engine builders, while the alleged electric driving range is just 13 kilometers, with the battery leaning towards performance rather than efficiency. The first Australian deliveries are scheduled for mid-2023, in the form of sedans only, although the wagon will still be available in Europe. The price is expected to be higher than the outgoing model, $170,000 plus list costs on the road. For everything you need to know about the new 2023 Mercedes-AMG C63 S E performance, see the subheadings below. 2023 Mercedes-AMG C63 S E performance engine and hybrid system. Key numbers for the new Mercedes-AMG C63? 500 kilowatts and 1020 newton meters outputs, 125 kilowatts and 320 newton meters more than the old V8, for a 3.4 second 0 to 100 kilometers per hour call, and a top speed of 280 kilometers per hour with the correct checkboxes selected in the sedan. Under the hood of the new C63 is a version of the hot-ported, 2.0-litre M139 four-cylinder petrol engine in the hot hatch A45S, enhanced with electric turbocharging technology derived from Mercedes-AMG Formula One cars. It places an electric motor between the two turbocharger wheels, allowing the turbo to run at low speeds when there aren't enough exhaust gases to do so on its own. Running on the same 400-volt electrical system as the battery, rather than the lower voltage 48-volt system, according to the lower C43, the system is able to maintain boost pressure at all times, Mercedes-AMG says, in theory, but eliminating turbo deceleration. With the turbocharged F1 derived, the 2.0-litre engine is the most powerful four-cylinder ever fitted to a road car, developing 350 kilowatts, at 6,725 revolutions per minute, and 545 newton-meters, from 5,250 to 5,500 revolutions per minute, on its own, up to 310 kilowatts, 500 newton-meters produced in the hot hatch A45S, without an electric turbo. The engine is powered by a belt-driven generator, which turns on the air conditioning, lights, and other auxiliary components when the engine is idle and the high-voltage battery is empty. But instead of 48 volts per C43, it operates at 400 volts, much higher. The other half of the mechanical package is the plug-in hybrid system, which uses a 150 kilowatts electric motor to power the rear wheels through a 2-speed gearbox and a limited slip differential. Mercedes-AMG says installing the electric motor on the rear axle allows it to run faster, improve the vehicle's weight distribution, and reduce the need for intervention from the stability control system, if one of the rear wheels loses traction. First gear is used in the transmission at speeds up to 140 km per hour, corresponding to the engine's top speed of 13,500 revolutions per minute, allowing the C63 to double the acceleration at both low and high speeds. Developed with the Mercedes-AMG F1 team in the UK, the battery pack is designed for rapid charging and discharging during fast driving on a racetrack, and it displays twice the energy density of a lithium-ion battery in a conventional hybrid car. It can supply 70 kilowatts in normal driving, or up to 150 kilowatts during short periods of boost, and it has a capacity of 6.1 kilowatt-hours, for just 13 kilometers of electric driving range according to the European WLTP test. The battery can be charged from a 3.7 kilowatts household wall box. Each of the 560 cells is individually cooled to prevent overheating during fast driving. 8 modes control the hybrid system, from electric, which uses only battery power at speeds up to 125 km per hour and can send electric torque to the front wheels if the rear loses traction, to the race, which maximizes gasoline and electric power. Performance. Comfort. Sport and Sport Plus shifts the balance between petrol and electric propulsion. Single allows the driver to do it themselves. Slippery is designed to maximize grip, and Battery Hold uses the petrol engine to maintain the battery's charge level. There are also 4 regenerative braking modes, from gear mode to single pedal mode, as well as a system that plays typical AMG sound from the engine through speakers inside and outside the car. The power of the hybrid system is sent to all 4 wheels via a 9-speed multi-clutch automatic transmission shared with other AMG models, providing launch control functions. 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive, AWD, offers a drift mode, like other AWD Mercedes-AMG models, front axle disconnect and stability control off. While the new C63 is the most powerful C-Class ever, it's also the heaviest, weighing in at 2,111 kilograms for the sedan, more than 300 kilograms more than the previous generation C63 S, which had a V8 engine, no hybrid system, and no powered front axle. Under the skin, adaptive suspension is standard, with C63 specific components made from lightweight materials. Also equipped is the variable sport steering, which increases the weight between driving modes. Rear wheel steering is standard, capable of turning up to 2.5 degrees in the opposite direction to the front wheels at speeds up to 100 km per hour, for a low turning circle, or 0.7 degrees in the same direction as the front wheels over 100 km per hour, stability assistance. Other features include a rear limited slip differential, a multi-mode stability control system, 19-inch or 20-inch alloy wheels, performance tires, and 6-piston front and single-piston rear composite brakes. Based on the latest generation Mercedes-Benz C-Class but significantly modified, the new C63 is 83 mm longer, 10 mm longer in the wheelbase and 76 mm at the front than the standard car. Distinctive AMG styling cues are present, the Panamericana vertical grille slats and the engine badge behind the front wheels, as well as more aggressive front and rear bumpers, and quad exhaust tips exclusive to the 63 AMG badge. There's also a unique hood, an extended rear lip spoiler, a grooved C63 badge in red, E-Performance badges and an AMG badge on the bonnet in place of the traditional Mercedes laurel wreath emblem, purportedly a first for an AMG model. Buyers can choose from a range of exterior colors, including an exclusive matte graphite Magno Grey, and 2 carbon fiber exterior packages, 2 black design packages, and an AMG Aerodynamics package. Inside, a choice of standard sport seats or the AMG Performance bucket seat, with weight-saving vents that also allow for better ventilation, says AMG, are available with Nappa leather inserts and contrast stitching. There's a new steering wheel with rotary shortcut buttons for key driving functions, unique graphics for the infotainment system, including the Track Pace app for logging lap times, instrument cluster, and a head-up display. The 2023 Mercedes-AMG C63 S E Performance is set to hit Australian showrooms in mid-2023, a few months after the C43 mild hybrid debuted, and it's due to be introduced in the first few months of the year. Only a sedan will be available. The C-Class range of cars has been scrapped in Australia. Pricing hasn't been confirmed yet, but given the added cost in the new model's hybrid system, turbo-electric and 2.0-litre engine, the price hike is $168,176 plus road-to-road costs for the outgoing C63 S, last offered in 2021. It is very likely. The regular C-Class range was hit by price hikes from $12,000 to $15,100 when it was launched in Australia earlier this year. While the C63 S sedan undergoes an overhaul, the previous generation C63 S Coupe and convertible remains in showrooms with V8 power. It will be replaced by a new CLE Coupe and convertible, scheduled next year as successors to both the C-Class and the two-door E-Class. AMG versions of these are expected, although not likely before 2024.